Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I will be welcoming back my good friend, Rebecca Ellis, a good friend from the Bay Area. We did a podcast back in January, I believe it was, where we were reminiscing about our old San Mateo bar memories, and I'm going to have her back on the show today. Maybe talk about some more, and what's going on in her life and my life, and I want to talk about some closing businesses that are going on in San Mateo. So many places I grew up going to, you know, restaurants and so forth are closing down, and I want to talk to her about that and stuff. And Rebecca's hella cool. She's one of my favorite people in the world. I love talking to her. So, here is my new interview with Rebecca Ellis. What's up, Rebecca?
Not much. How are you, dude?
I have my good days and my bad days.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what's today like?
I just woke up an hour ago, so I don't know how it is so far.
That's not too bad.
How's everything with you?
Good. I just got back from a 3-mile run. Almost 4-mile run, actually. Oh, nice. My kids are at school.
Mm-hmm.
You chilling? Feeling pretty good. Yeah, things are good so far.
Oh, that's good.
Though.
That's good. I don't know how people can do that 3 or 4 mile runs.
Yeah, I couldn't before, but I worked up to it, and you were around this time I did my knee, and I tore my ACL one year, well before children, but I got it, I re-injured it when McKenna was about 2, and I got surgery for it, and I had a replacement, my ACL was gone, so I had a replacement ligament put in, and it's never quite been the same. So I've been working up to trying to get it nice and strong and running. I've found really does help. It's not too much, or even just walking fast, like a light jog or whatnot. But yeah, it makes me feel better, which makes me feel better, which overall is a good thing.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, this has been a challenging year for me, I'll tell you.
Yeah. With the what's happening at home stuff?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Do you want to talk about it?
Oh, yeah, I can talk about it.
Okay. So what's bugging you the most?
I don't know, just the fact that, I just, sometimes wake up and, my mom and my brother are in Twilight Zone and stuff.
So what do they do?
Take pills and drink,
And it's like an all-day thing?
Sometimes.
Does your brother work?
He hasn't since like February.
So how does he get his pills?
My mom.
For what?
My mom gives him money. Yeah.
So wait. Does he doesn't go to the doctor to get any, he's not prescribed anything, he literally buys it off the street?
No, I mean alcohol.
Oh, okay. So she's the one on pills and he's the one that's drunk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. So she's enabling him to have some comfort in her misery, to have somebody there with her, but, as close as she'll let it happen.
Pretty much.
And what does she take her pills for? What ailment?
Well, mostly for mental, mostly for mental stuff. But right now, because she broke her arms, she fractured both of her arms on the job a couple of months ago, and yeah.
How the heck did that happen?
She tripped over some office equipment.
Oh my gosh! And both of her, oh, that poor thing, ow. you have to do a lot of like cooking and stuff then for her?
We like alternate and stuff. She can do it on some days, but there are days when I just have to fend for myself.
Yeah, well, that's all right. At the age we are, we can.
Yeah.
So is she in like cast? Is she in a sling? What? Does she drive?
Yeah, she does drive. We told her, put it in the sling, and she won't do it. She doesn't have a cast, though.
She's perpetuating the injury.
Yeah, because the fucking surgeons didn't do a good job of fixing it.
Okay, so she had everything. She had like surgery on both arms.
Yeah.
And did they cast her then? Because I would assume yes.
For a little bit, but it didn't last long.
Not like it was supposed to be like 6 to 8 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then did she do any physical therapy?
Nope.
She did what she needed to, and now she's just good. Was she like addicted to pain pills or whatever before?
Oh yeah.
Maybe now I'm understanding why a little bit more why both her arms were able to be broken. So she had weak bones to begin with.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking situation. This whole year has been weird, but like back in April.
Well, it sounds like the epidemic of the shit that's going on around this entire country, dude.
Exactly. Back in April, we went to LA for a week, right? We had a great time. I met with this one podcast guest of mine who's a writer, producer, director, actor, and he wanted to give me a role in this movie that he was going to make, and in exchange for producing the screenplay I have. And I finally heard from him back about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and he told me he doesn't have financing for that movie yet, so I'm still waiting on that. But
we're good. Follow through with it. Don't let it die.
As soon as I get back from LA, everything goes to shit. I was supposed to film a pilot for my own horror movie show. Me and a bunch of friends, we were going to get together and film it. And the one person I thought I could count on, who's like a comedy mentor to me in the Bay Area, he fucked me good on it. He just didn't roll through, and he's being an asshole. So we didn't get to do that. And then I was gonna live in LA for like 4 months. The person who was gonna take me in, she got in trouble with the law.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like ice trouble or like drugs trouble?
Drugs. She got up on a ladder and fell, and the ambulance came and got her, and then social services took her kid away from her because she thought she was endangering him, and then she lost her apartment.
Wait, why would she do? What's the jump from falling off the ladder to social services?
I'm guessing that they were. I'm guessing
under the influence of something.
But I'm guessing that she was under investigation for a while because that kid is out of control. I mean, we did a podcast once. That kid was freaking running around, freaking making noise and shit because he has autism and shit. I'm sure they were under investigation for a while when that happened.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, well, to be quite honest, sometimes the kids are better off in the system than with people who are ultimately selfish and don't think about anyone but themselves.
Yeah. And I was gonna fucking. The only reason, it's funny. I told her, about a month before that I was kind of afraid of living with her because she posts like every thought that comes into her head on Facebook, and it's always negative shit. And I was always afraid that something like that would happen if I stayed with her. And she kept convincing me that it wouldn't happen and stuff, right? And her and I were going to sleep in the same bed, and we were going to have sex because we're both attracted to each other. But yeah.
So was more like move in instead of like move in with expectations.
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
Like roommate relationships.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, I think it dodged the bullet there, son.
Yeah. Fucking, it's been just insane. And I was looking forward to it for a year, you know? It was a year's planning. And I'm just a little upset that, you know, because I wanted to stay in LA and no one will let me stay with them. I tried to get replacements and stuff. I emailed like 30 people and only heard from 2 people back, and they all said that they couldn't help me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, LA is an interesting town. Definitely interesting town. Full of interesting people.
It's just like anywhere. You know, I don't go into. I'm not going into show business expecting it to be different. I just want a career because I'm creative.
It'll be even worse. So I'm right now in the middle of like a YouTube war with my kids because it's funny. I got this information from TMZ, but then again, then the next day or so, I saw it on the news. But there's this YouTube star. Do not know her name,
mm-hmm.
but she has a Doberman Pinscher.
Mm-hmm.
And she posted, I guess she was trying to do this trick with him, to play a prank on him, something like that. But she posts a series of edited clips,
mm-hmm.
so or like, you know, little clips that you've taken with your phone real quick. It wasn't just one continuous clip, but she abuses this dog. She smacks him in the face. She spits on him, mm-hmm. pushes him down to the ground. She hits him in the shoulder. Like,
oh, God.
It's amazing with the cruelty that was exhibited, for one.
Yeah.
And two, that what she said, she ended up making a statement saying that she was sorry. She didn't mean to post this, yada, yada. But at the same time, they were all posted independently of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that, in turn, tells me, and I was seeing it on TMZ, and there was a very interesting aspect, but that she did it on purpose. And all these fucking YouTube stars are literally only there to get attention. I need to be liked. I need to be liked by as many people as I fucking can be. And I'm going to make you like me. And I'm going to be in your face until you like me. And it's just, you know, it's an addiction.
Yeah.
And my kids, they're like, that is, you know, they're watching all this and they're referring to it, this and that and the other. Oh, that's like that and this is like that and that person's like this. I'm like, you know what? It's really starting to become way too much a part of my world for me to not now need to regulate it. No. So YouTube is now only Fridays, Saturdays, and a few hours on those days, not all day. It's just, I need different shows. And you know, another thing with YouTube, like it's clinically proven that your brain feeds off of a overall spectrum story. You need a beginning, you need a middle, you need a conflict, you need to resolve it. You have to have a problem to be able to work it out, to be able to come to the ending and a resolution. And your brain, it needs it. And that, pretty much anything on YouTube, not all, but pretty much, you don't get that. So you see these kids freaking out over stupid shit. And you're just like, why are you doing that? And they're mimicking these fucking people on screen. And it's like, you know what? Again, it's infiltrating too much of my goddamn world. And it's unfortunately, these people are being looked at, they're awesome. They're, you know, they're actors. No, I don't think so. But at the same time, these guys, do they get acting gigs? You know, most of them, a lot of them are in LA. So they're in that world. It's just like, oh, God. Ugh. If that's the way society's going, man, I'm fucking moving to the mountains. I'm done. I can't do it. I want a ranch, and I want horses, and I want chickens, and I'll be good with goats.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But I'm not giving up because this is my calling. You know, I came back from the coma for a reason.
Yep. Just know that those are the people that will be there. Don't let them bug you anymore. Just know that they're one more step to make you a stronger person.
Yeah.
You know? Yep.
Yeah.
I know that let it roll off your back is a really hard thing to, it's easy to say, hard for everything else. But I was thinking a while ago, I said it to my husband, it's like, you know, these athletes, these dancers, these musicians, anybody who is anybody that has a talent and puts themselves out there, and, you know, most of the time, 75% you're going to hear no.
Yeah.
And that you're resilient enough to be able to, and confident enough to be able to come back and do it again and try again as much as you do. Those are some special fucking people.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, dude, more goddamn power. That's just, you know, it's...
Well, I'm hoping to change that once I get...
you keep coming back.
Yeah.
You know, you've been down a lot, and I keep seeing you coming back. So don't, like I said, don't let anybody impede you. Just make sure that it's one speed bump that you go over and continue going straight.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to change all of that once I get my foot in the door, that all that fucking mind game bullshit and all the no will fucking go away, and that people in the industry will be a lot more straightforward and honest to people trying to get in, you know, because we just need that. Some of these people's dreams have been shattered for generations, and it needs to stop, you know. I mean, if people in Hollywood are going to name names of guys who are sexually harassing women, we should name names of fucking stupid people in Hollywood.
How many weird clothes, exactly. Well, you know Anthony Bourdain, right? Wait, I have a question. Is this being recorded?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just wondering. You know Anthony Bourdain, one of the rumors out there is the reason why what he did to himself what he did. The girlfriend that he had at the time, who was a independent Italian filmmaker, who was very, very strong with the Me Too movement, one of the, if you will, pioneers and loudest voices. She, if I understood the story correctly, seduced a boy on her production team, and then manipulated the story, and she paid him off. Yeah, it was a whole ruckus, if you will, that she caused.
Yeah.
And then it started coming out that she did that, and I'm not sure if sexual acts were involved. They probably were, with as big as the story seemed to be. But they were saying that maybe that was one of the reasons that Anthony Bourdain is like, wait a minute, where's my life going?
Yeah.
Or just that I'm connected to that, you know, and just him being the man that he was, to all of a sudden find himself probably in the worst sex scandal type, I don't know, maybe, again, speculation, but yeah, I'm all for that. And I think sometimes also, I'm just going to say it, even as a female, women will say what they need to get themselves out of trouble.
Yeah.
So if it was a matter of, I didn't want to go that far, and I was uncomfortable, but I did it anyway, then they think, like, well, what if I got in trouble for that? Okay, well, I'm just going to say that, you know, I was uncomfortable the whole time. And I'll let you make up your mind about it, and I'll go with it. Some women have done that. Not all.
Yeah.
There are many, many women that have been, I don't even want to use the word mishandled, because that's just demeaning, but have been treated horribly in that industry. And many, many more women than men.
Yeah.
But there are those women that all of a sudden got power or took their sexuality and used it as power to move up. There were women that did that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's just the ones that were not wanting it.
Right.
Those were so many more than, I'm going to say this, than men. It's got to be hands down. Because be in a place of power to be able to do that. You know, there was no casting couch for the female.
Right.
Or there was. We're just on the other end. Pardon the pun.
Yeah. You sure know how to make a wisecrack, Rebecca.
Pardon the pun. You know, I try. Not too hard, but I try.
Oh my God, so many businesses in San Mateo has closed. It's breaking my heart.
Yes. Yeah. Do you remember the coffee shop, the Bean Scene? It was right next to Pancho Villa.
Oh, I got a story about that place.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I want that little spot. I want to do like a little tiny bakery out of it. I think it'd be adorable.
Back in 2009, I was fucking a girl that was working there.
The way you say it, dude.
I'm honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to you there.
She was a Polynesian girl, and like I think I knew her when I was in high school, but she went to a different high school than me, and
Gotcha.
like I would wait until
You went to Aragon, right?
San Mateo.
Oh, okay. When did you graduate?
2001.
What? Wait, you're a year older than I am?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. It works. All right, keep going.
Yeah, I would like she would get off probably like at 9 or something like that, and like I'd wait for her and stuff, and then like she walked all the way from B Street all the way to oh God, what's that street?
Third Ave?
No, like it was like past 25th Avenue. It was far.
Whoa! Like all the way down El Camino?
Well, no, because we took that exit that goes through Palm.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, is it like Palm and 25th, that area, like Event Center?
Yeah,
No.
that area.
Swinging door?
Yeah.
The swinging door area?
Yep. And
all right. Okay. That's far as heck.
yeah. And then we go to her place and fuck, and it was fun.
So you were working up to it, and then so you got to work out, period, that night.
Yeah. We had a nice conversation on the way.
The foreplay.
Yep.
And then the walk back was the cool down. I get it. I'm an athlete.
Oh my God, yeah, so many places are closing though. Like I heard the Melting Pot closed.
Oh, did? I haven't gone there for so long. I don't know. But is it like as a company it's closed or just here in San Mateo?
Just in San Mateo. I don't know what's there now, but I was just crying because the Melting Pot crew used to come to Swinging Door a lot, and I used to hang out with them and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they distanced themselves from me after my friend got fired.
See, I used to, I kind of was a little bit dating, kind of, if you will, the assistant manager there. Years ago. No, I'm not going to say names.
I think I know who.
Yeah. Not say names, just in case. But yeah, I learned through him what assholes were. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you for that lifelong lesson, asshole.
Yep, I have an idea. Oh my God, they moved Tokies to 3rd Avenue, which sucks bad.
Yes. No, they actually, I like it actually. So it's the exact same crew. It's the similar feel. But they have better service now. I think Victor's a very good friend of my husband. Mm-hmm. They went to high school together, and his younger brother, yes, Victor. But Victor's done an amazing job with the brand new Toki's restaurant on 3rd. So Third Avenue. The only thing, well, actually, it doesn't hinder them so much. They have a parking lot right behind them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty easy to get to them even. The Third Avenue is always an issue with parking, but when it comes to where they are located, it's not so bad, actually. And like I said, the quality of the food has not suffered whatsoever.
I know, but there's like 10 places you can go get sushi at in downtown, you know?
Yes, that is one thing. It was a bit on the saturated side, but I will say this, it's nowhere near those. Like Sam's is really close. There's like a 2-block radius. They are down one more and on the opposite side. So where they're located, it's, again, Victor's had he thought about this one long and hard, and I think he made a really good decision with the move. And again, the location of it. He did a good job.
Yeah.
And my husband, again, we've been there. We were there for Father's Day.
Yeah. I just love that old location because I lived in Foster City for a year after high school.
And I remember when exactly like that's if you will, that's kind of where mine and my husband's story started. But it's just I used to work at a sushi restaurant in Kobe in Foster City, and Victor would come over after he would work. He would come over to the bar restaurant next to us. I'm totally forgetting what it was called. Sellout? No, not that. But it doesn't matter. But he would come over, and then we would go over. We would all end up drinking together, or whatever. And it was fun. That was my first learning of who Victor was. And his wife would come, and the workers would be there, and share a beer before they go home or whatever, but it was just fun. And then getting to know who actual Toki was, knowing her before she passed, and the family and the father's still there. He's still alive, so he's still helping as much as he can and whatnot, and them getting to see the kids growing up, and it's just, there was a lot of life that happened in that spot in Foster City. A lot of good memories, but, they live on in your head.
Yeah.
And a lot of the same things that he had there, he brought over. So, like the wooden pillars that he still has, the big sake, bins, but they have, sisal rope all around them. They are still there as decoration. So he brought a lot of the same feel over. And, of course, a lot of that feel comes with him, period. So with him there, the warmth is there, too.
Oh, that's great. I miss the old location. I just love that area. But so many. But the KFC in downtown San Mateo is gone, I heard.
Yeah, that one pissed me off like no other. I thought, where the hell am I supposed to get my extra crispy now? God dang it! You understand this is affecting my life.
my mom's ex-boyfriend took me there right after my grandmother died that day.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like my whole childhood is like going away. They also
special spot.
Yeah, they also closed down Trags.
Yeah, have they done it already?
Yeah.
Well, I thought they were going to, and then all of a sudden, it's still there.
I'm sure.
But again, I haven't really been to downtown San Mateo, and I don't know how long. So I am not a good barometer on these things to think.
Yeah.
You know what's still there? And what is it? Capellini? Capellini is gone.
Capellini's. I'm trying to remember where that was.
It was the restaurant right next to O'Neill's on the corner. Capellini's a thing, right? I think it was. But now it's a sports bar. The family that owned it, the Capellini's, I think, or whatever the restaurant's name was, it was a family-owned part of the building, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, they sold it. And he's like, wait, you're supposed to renovate, and then now you're gone? Oh, nuts. You guys have really good food.
Yeah, San Mateo is being affected and being closed down. I hope San Bruno's not next. There's so many places in San Bruno that I love that's still there.
That are all kind of, not old style, but, same with like South City. There's a lot of things that you want to stay the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just, I guess gentrification hits every level. It starts from the bottom and, finally reaches to the, goes through every level.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be making a trip down there soon, for at least a day and stuff.
Hey, when you do, we'll have lunch.
Oh, that would be great.
Maybe we'll get a sandwich for Mr. Pickles.
I heard they closed down the one in Millbrae.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, maybe that's why this one is always busy now. Because this was the original, wasn't it, San Mateo?
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was there like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. You know me and food.
The one in San Bruno, that one closed down probably about a decade ago. My dad used to go to that one. Him and my stepmom briefly lived in San Bruno.
Yes, what is it, Millbrae or San Bruno, where the sunshine never shines?
San Bruno.
Yeah, I would not go. Yeah, I am too much of a sun person. Even living like on top of 92 or like 92 and 280, we were there for a few years. It's fucking cold. Like, God damn it, where's the sun? I mean, it's supposed to be summer, and it's supposed to be more than like 75 degrees. What the hell is happening? And we live now like Hillsdale, Norfolk, and I feel the sunshine so much more down here.
Oh, God, back in 2011, it was like around January, my dad and my stepmom, we went to go to that restaurant that doesn't exist anymore, Caprino's in Belmont, the Italian restaurant. Yeah. And I ate lobster ravioli, and then later on that night, I went to karaoke in San Bruno, and it was like 35 degrees out, and with a combination of the weather and getting sick from eating that lobster ravioli, I got probably the worst strep throat I've ever had in my life. I got sick.
No, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all of a sudden. See, that's one thing that I don't shit. When I have certain things, certain foods of that nature, shellfish, whatnot, I really like just having the shellfish, and maybe with a side or two, but never in like. I'm not a fan of like shrimp Alfredo or whatnot. It's just the Alfredo sauce is too heavy on its own to add anything that's heavy in a decadent way. Where you're super saturated in fat. Like a lobster tail. I want you barbecued with a little bit of garlic and lemon or whatnot. And I'm good with that, and then I'll drown you in my own butter. I will have the control on that. But having like a lobster bisque, that's too much for me. A lobster ravioli, I bet it had like a cream sauce on it.
Yeah.
And then was there, did you have like vegetables or whatnot with it as well? Or was it just like lobster ravioli? There had to be something else.
It was lobster ravioli, and I had like garlic bread. That was it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's heavy as shit.
That was a long
time ago. You
need
need something to lighten up. You do need like a vegetable. Carrots and zucchini. God, I want to open a restaurant. Man, my brain is going right now. Sorry. I digress. What were we talking about?
About the places that were closing in San Mateo. Yeah, I'm just...
What's another one?
God, so many. I can't even think. I remember when the Taco Bell over on whatchamacallit became a donut shop.
Oh, really? Donuts were there?
Yeah, the one, Foster City, Bridgepoint.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
What?
it's been like 5 years. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, you're talking about apple fritter.
Apple
Yeah,
fritter.
yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that's right. Holy snap, I almost forgot that was Taco Bell. Right, because it has like the old Taco Bell infrastructure, if you will, from like the 1990s. It's like
Oh,
across the border. Oh my god, that was your slogan, across the border.
it was their early 80s.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. No wonder why they changed the border. Or, why they changed the slogan of cross the border. Brain stopped working there for a moment.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, right? You're like, can we get back? If we cross the border, will you allow me?
Do you know?
Mr. Trump?
Do you know what I was thinking about the other day?
No.
You remember the time me, you, Bill, and that girl Lisa? We were at
Lisa, we for Halloween?
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
Buddha Lounge.
Every year that come back, yeah. I was a geisha. You were a 70s dude, right?
I was Paul McCartney during the Sgt. Pepper's era.
Oh, there you go. And then Bill was he was doing he was the 70s, that's right. Like the Austin Powers, whatnot. And then Lisa was like Cleopatra.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a fun night.
Mm-hmm. She was
And I do remember most of it, which is a good thing.
she was an interesting woman, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Do you remember Ruben, right?
I never officially met him, but I remember seeing him. They were always
So
like
they're married.
Yeah, they were always at Mariners acting like dorks, I remember.
Aw, no need to call names. No, I think they were putting themselves out there when they're not usually people who did,
Yeah.
And, but at the same time, I love that they did put themselves out there, because if they didn't, they wouldn't have found each other.
Yeah.
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 And now they have two beautiful babies. She never thought she was going to have kids.
Yeah.
And that place kind of changed their world. No, not kind of. That place changed their world.
I know they were both older.
Right. And he did that, he's been there, he did that,
Yeah.
He had, when the baby was first born, I think he already had somebody, or a son and daughter, who were of legal age to drink.
Right.
I'll just say it that way, But at the same time, Bill, he didn't have his first kid till he was 45. And now look, he's 62 with 3. He never thought he'd meet somebody who's 27 years
He's 62? He's 62? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he just turned, right? And that's another, you only are really the age that you feel. Or act. In that case, he's probably, in his 30s.
Yeah. Wow.
Which I'm in my 30s, so it evens out. But, I don't know, I think it's just, you are as old as maybe the ones you surround yourself with, and the way that you keep yourself going and keep yourself up. If you pay attention to you, you're able to pay attention to others.
Mm-hmm. You're only as old as you feel.
Exactly, yeah. And what you do to keep yourself going, literally and figuratively. How long do you want to be here? Well, you're not going to get there just by wanting. What is it? You want in one hand, shit in the other, and see which one fills up first? I bet you I know which one. It's just, you got to try. You got to keep trying.
Yeah.
And once you stop is when you stop. If you don't, you'll keep going. My Nona, there's a big spider right next to the other
A spider?
Oh, I got tried.
You saw a spider?
Oh, this scared the fucking shit out of me. I'm sorry. Oh, that was all sudden. I hate spiders, man. They fucking suck. But I can act like a baby since my kids aren't here right now. Oh, the adrenaline that went through my body right now is going through my feet. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a phobia. It's not just a fear. There is a difference. I've completely forgotten what we were talking about. Let's move forward.
Oh.
Sorry, my arm was like draped on to the armchair right there.
I was going to say,
Thank you for my peripheral vision. If it worked for you, I would have been stepped on, crawled on. Oh.
I was just going to say, I'm not looking for anybody. I just want a career and be creative right now.
Yep. Don't let that die.
Yeah.
Being creative is kind of like a superpower. Not many have it. The ones that do, you need to harness it and use it for good, damn it.
Exactly.
No, harness it and share it, because maybe one kid, I'm actually speaking from experience, you don't know that you are until somebody has cultivated it. And sometimes just watching somebody, maybe that's what YouTube is about. Cultivating creativity no matter who you are.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I don't know. But telling somebody it's okay to be creative, showing somebody it's okay to be creative, I think opens worlds for people. I as a kid, I used to love to draw, and I used to love to color, and I would act out good and bad. But I loved that. And all throughout high school, I was in drama class and stage craft, and very, very hands-on. In sixth grade, I did woodworking. It's a matter of, if you can, don't stop yourself. Do. You have to show somebody that they can. And with my two little ones, I need to make sure that they know that they can, and they learn that through me. Maybe another kid, not yours, but still a kid out there, could learn the same thing through you.
Yeah.
But they can't if you don't do. So don't let people like that one dude who said, I'll be there and then didn't come through. Find someone else. You will be the one to carry it through, and only worry about you doing it.
Yep.
You know what? I've always had this, but I have faith in you, dude. I know you're going to get there.
Oh,
I know it.
Thank you so much, hon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I've always been that one on your side, so I'm not going to stop.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm so speechless.
Well, if you need somebody to tell you on a daily basis that you're doing good, give me your personal cell phone. I've done it for a couple of other friends. I can text you your motivational whatnot. It gets me through my day to know I helped somebody, and if those words help somebody get through their day, send me your number. You have mine.
I will. I have a toe curling sex story for you.
Oh, God. Okay. Okie dokie.
Recently, I went to a glory hole party.
Okay.
I
don't know what that is, and I'm not going to pretend. What is that?
A glory hole is when you put your dick through a hole and get a blowjob from an anonymous person.
Could be male or female?
Yeah.
All right. Oh. So, is it like, do you pay for how many? Is it only one time? Is it, what does it all entail? Is it like one-stop shop, you pay one fee, and what does that all entail?
Okay. Okay, well, they originated in those sex shops. You know, when you go into a sex shop and you go to watch a porno movie, there's always a hole in there where somebody sticks their dick in there for a blowjob. But this is what happened. So my god sister, she's a real freak, right? And she's got friends who are freaks. And so she took me to this thing. It was at her friend's place. She had this custom-made wall with like 10 holes in them, right?
You're kidding me.
No.
So it's like a piece. It's a BJ urinal.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. You good?
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, not my cup of tea.
I know, but I know this is gonna make you laugh.
Okay.
So I participated in stuff. I put my dick in there, and this blowjob was so good. I thought that it was going to be a girl, but then it turned out to be a guy. Right now,
well, there it is.
I'm openly bisexual. Right, I'm not terrified of having my dick sucked by a guy. Right, and
I did not know that of you.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay.
And so he did a really good job, and so I rewarded him with a kiss afterwards.
Hmm.
You know, and then I had another one later, and it turns out it was a hot black girl, and she was really good.
You're like, nuts. The moment of, which one did I like more? Thanks for making me choose.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I'd go back.
You know the part that my ears heard the most it was your god sister. So you guys are like close.
We're not that close, but like we both are perverts.
Well, there's a bonding moment.
Yeah. my whole family, for the most part, is open-minded and not easily offended.
Well, there you go. That works.
Yeah. I'm glad too. I don't like prudes at all.
Okay. Okay.
I can't stand prudes. So there's this game that I like to play with my podcast guest, Rebecca.
Okay.
And how this works is, I ask you a silly question, you answer it, and then you ask me that exact same question, and I answer it.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of guests like it. So, Rebecca, are you ticklish?
Yes. Are you ticklish?
I'm very ticklish. I'm baby ticklish.
Like, you don't even have to touch you. Like, I'm not touching you. Ticklish?
Yep.
We don't have to pay anything for that reference, right?
Is your belly button an innie or an outie?
It is an innie. Is your belly button an innie or an outie?
Yes, it's a very deep innie.
I like how you answered a yes. It wasn't a yes or no question. It was I like that. Okay, go.
I'm so tired.
Wake up, Brian. Where's your selfie? You should have ran 3 miles.
No. What color are your toenails painted?
Aha! So I like to do my toenails differently, or actually my nails, period. So my nails right now have about 4 different colors. It is essentially a galaxy. So there's purple ranging to there's purple, dark blue, aqua, and like a royal silverish blue. Top that. Oh wait. Let me play it right. What color are your toenails painted?
They're not painted right now, but last time they were blue-green around Easter time.
Right on. You mean like a blue-green or blue and green?
Blue-green.
No.
Easter egg.
Sorry. Just kidding.
Easter egg color.
I like that. I definitely, I like to, again, I like to be creative wherever I can. Lately, my canvas has been my fingernails and my toenails. The last time I painted my fingernails, it was fire. So I had yellow, orange, red, and like a neon orange.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Actually, I think I put it on Facebook if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah, show me where it's at.
Okay. After this, I will.
Okay. My favorite question, is there a stinky smell that just makes you gag?
Yes, there is. Is there a stinky smell that makes you gag?
Oh, no, you have to tell me what it is.
I know. I would say garbage disposal funk.
Yeah.
I think that one's like, you don't know what the heck's in there, but god damn it. Yes. How about yours? What's the stinky smell that you can't handle?
I had really bad athlete's foot when I first got out of the hospital.
So it just smells like wet human?
It smelled really bad, yeah.
Like sweaty human?
Yeah, I don't even want to describe it. It was bad.
Like, it's just no.
Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, funky smells, man. Just, I'm not down with them. When all of a sudden you walk somewhere, you're like, whoa, what is that? Why? Like when you're driving down 3rd Avenue here in San Mateo, and what is it, the garbage plant, or the, whatever plant is right there that smells like shit.
Oh, yeah, Bayside Middle School. Bayside Middle School, that's where I went.
Oh, you went to Bayside? My kids go to Bayside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they have that. That's now at K through 8, dude.
Oh God,
That's crazy.
I went to Bayside there when it was 6 through 8, and my dad went there, my brother went there, and God, so many people.
Right.
So many people.
They know Bill, don't they?
So many people hate that school because of that sewage plant. Because Burrell didn't have anything. Bowditch was like by the water where seagulls were crapping all over the place. And
Bowditch was for Foster City kids.
And Abbott is up on a hill.
Hello?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, just about all the middle schools had obstacles.
Yep. Yeah, obstacles will be anywhere. They're always going to be there. It's just a matter of how learning to get around them and deal with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, my kids so far love it. Actually, they haven't been bothered by the smell yet. I'll say they have it handled once in a while, but when it gets really hot, there's no handling it. Like lately, no handling it. It's just a deal. But they're doing actually a really good job with the integration, because my daughter started at Parkside, and then
I went to Parkside.
Switched over. So my husband did too. But they switched it over when they realized that Bayside was going to become, or when they put in action that Bayside was going to become a K through 8. So they're so far so good. My little guy's in 1st grade, and then my daughter's in 4th, and they just started on Tuesday.
Do you remember my friend Bob Allen?
No, but that doesn't mean anything. If names eluded me. What did he look like?
Short, kind of roly-poly kind of guy. He'd hang out at like Mariners or Swinging Door. He didn't drink.
Nope, not ringing a bell. But that's okay. Keep going.
Well, he lived in Shoreview, and like I told him I went to Bayside, and he was like, "I can't imagine you in a uniform." I was like, "We didn't have uniforms back then."
Right? There wasn't. Exactly. The white, blue, black. Woohoo! For color and creativity.
Right.
My kids have had to learn how to Like, all right, how am I going to get black to be fun? How am I going to get blue to be fun? Yay, white. Oh, a little orange. All right. Again, we make it work. Uniforms at least are not what they used to be. They are making it a little bit better, a little cuter. Little. But, oh well. They make getting ready in the morning a little easier, but I tell you, it is so fucking expensive to to go shopping for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, okay, I need to make sure you have 5 white shirts, 5 black shirts, 5 orange shirts. Okay, we need to make sure we get you long sleeve, short sleeve, shorts. Okay, you need that. Okay, my daughter needs a skirt. We need long pants. It's like, God damn it, when's then?
People need to know that before they have kids, what everything entails.
Oh, shit, dude. When somebody says that I'm waiting to be financially ready for a child, I laugh. I just laugh at them. You're never fucking ready. There's always something that's going to come up. It's like, I wasn't ready for that. Oh, well. It still happens.
So I have a funny joke for you.
Okay.
Do you know how you make a wife scream twice?
No.
First, you fuck her up the ass, and then you wipe your dick on the curtain.
Seriously, you're cleaning that. That's what I'd say. Like that. We're getting new curtains, you asshole. Literally. Pardon the pun.
Do you know how big of a stain that would leave?
I don't want to know. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce my son to his new brother.
Ew. Oh God. So I'm back over here in the area where the spider was. And I'm freaking out. Oh, I hate being scared of little fucking things. I know it can't hurt me, but God damn it, why do they scare me? No, I know why they scare me. Damn movie. Remember Arachnophobia?
Of course.
So I was already afraid of spiders. Mm-hmm. That movie came out when I was about 4. Sorry. Anyway, my stepdad wanted to show me the movie. My mom was like, no, I don't really think that's a good idea. But then that's, where her protest ended. I saw it, scared the shit out of me after that. My fear became a phobia after that. I was done. All of a sudden, like, my little brain psyche, my little four-year-old psyche was broken. And I have been terrified. I started realizing the early part of this year that I was starting to transfer my fear onto my kids.
Yeah.
Even my son was starting to be like afraid of an ant. I'm like, okay, I have to not freak out in front of them. So I hold it in now, and if I see a spider on the wall, I don't kill it. I know it's there for a reason. Bigger, better, they were here before us. They'll be here after us. But it was nice to be able to freak out because my kids aren't here. But at the same time, now my brains are like, where to go? Where is it? I know I saw it, but now I can't see it, so where to go? So I hate phobia. It sucks.
Yeah.
Are you phobic of anything?
What's it called when you're afraid of heights?
The fear of heights?
Yeah. No, I think it's called agoraphobia or something.
I don't know. Fear of heights. Heights I'm good with. I like roller coasters. Are you not good with roller coasters then?
I'm sorry?
Roller coasters. Are you good with those?
Oh, yeah. I'm good with roller coasters.
Heights come into play.
I don't know. Maybe because, I don't know, if I'm up on something high and it's not moving, then I'm fucking terrified.
So if you're in like one of those rides at like Great America, you know that like the boat ride that goes upside down, and then, or like all the way 360, but when it's at the very top, it lingers for a moment.
Right.
Stays up, and then goes down.
Yeah.
That is your moment?
Pretty much.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's not fun. Well, see, it's funny. So adrenaline, I'm good with adrenaline. Stuff like that, I'm all right with. I don't want to say I crave it, but I'm good with that kind of stuff. I think because somewhere it's still controlled. I'm not controlling it, but it's still being controlled. It's doing what it's designed to do. When I don't have the control, that's where the freak out comes. Like, so you can think for yourself, little spider. Fuck you. Why?
Well, Rebecca, thank you for coming back on the podcast today.
You're so welcome. It was fun, and you want me back again? I'm here.
Of course.
If you can handle this.
And I'll let you know when I come down and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Bill and I think it'd be good to have lunch with you.
Okay, cool.
All right, hon. I will talk to you again. And like I said, don't give up. Don't let anyone stop you, especially not yourself.
Exactly. I will not let anybody stop me.
Good. Keep on trugging, dude.
All right. Love you, hon.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it. Rebecca Ellis, or Rebecca, as she likes to be called. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Rebecca. I love talking to you and having old chats about San Mateo. I miss the old days, but I don't miss San Mateo in the last few years I lived there. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying there's no shame in living in the past because the present sucks. Later, dudes.